Lebanon police have released new pictures of the suspect in an armed robbery. They say he tried to rob Winfrey's jewelry on West Main Street today. Police say he had a gun, assaulted a worker, and forced employees into a back room. He then encountered an armed employee and left. Police say he drove away in a white Infiniti sedan. He is considered armed and dangerous, so if you know this man, do call 911 immediately.